everyone, Rascal here.
And Mama, welcome to the final day of our Heroes Who Need Their Own Movies podcast.
To finish off the week, we're going to the world of DC Nation shorts, with many potential movies and series that are just too good to pass up, but they did anyway!
I can't believe this Cartoon Network passed on making so many of these shorts into actual series, and I mean, there was just a number of them, lots of them, including Dr. Fate!
Yeah, you actually got one of those? And Plastic Man, the Riddler, Shazam. So a lot of people, Thunder and Lightning, Vibe. Oh my gosh, they had just so many potential ones, and then it's just like, no.
So what really stood out for us about this, and actually Rascal was the one who came and showed it to me. She showed me the fan art, or some original artwork. And I saw the artwork and I was like, okay, I want to see this. Mm-hmm. And then on your iPod, you pulled up the shorts. And I kept watching them over and over because they were just fantastic. Mm-hmm. And I remember asking you, okay, where can we watch this? Can you see this? And you said nowhere. They didn't make any of these into series except for Teen Titans Go. Mm-hmm. And I was like, are you serious? Duh.
Yeah. The only thing that really got sort of a series and a following was...
They even had one for Vibe for the character that's on The Flash.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
And then,
How many missed opportunities did you have in this list?
And this is way before The Flash became a TV show, mm-hmm. So that could have been a setup, and then at some point have him voice himself animated. Mm-hmm. And they even had one, the one that kind of got a big following was Amethyst Princess of Gemworld, which I don't think was based off a DC character unless they were planning to do one. It was 7 shorts long and people really, really loved it. And they thought how it ended, they might make it into a full-length series instead of a mini-series. But nothing happened.
So the thing that really stands out is an entire production of shorts that were, I think it was in 2012, right, that they began having blocks?
Yeah, some say 2011, but I think it was 2012 because that's around the time they had Green Lantern animated series and Young Justice. This was sort of like a callback to the Saturday morning cartoons. Saturdays you would have in the morning the little shorts, some would be fun, some would be action, you have that, and then at night, or going into Sunday, which they changed later on to DC Sunday, mm-hmm. you would have the action-packed show. So you have the comedy in the morning, and then it gets to the afternoon or evening, time for the action dose. Mm-hmm. Which is pretty smart.
So there were some great shorts they had here. As you mentioned, the Amethyst Princess of Gemworld, they had a Batman Beyond, they had Batman Strange Days.
Yeah, with Bruce Timm, yeah.
They had, as we said, Dr. Fate, which is just incredibly unbelievable. They had
Thunder and Lightning.
Yes, and Vibe. Our favorites, our takeaway from these were 2 particular shorts. One being Batman of Shanghai. Mm-hmm. And we're going to talk about that one first. And then our second favorite, which is the Wonder Woman short. Mm-hmm. And those are the ones we're going to focus on because those were our 2 favorites. So first, Batman of Shanghai.
Right. And this one was a reimagining of Batman. It was a 3-minute short, but they broke it into 3 parts, like if you saw one part a week in 1 minute. Mm-hmm. And it has a 1930 Shanghai version of Gotham City. And it was animated by Wolf Smoke. And this one, it looks like 3 of the Batman Rogues Gallery villains are after one thing. And in each part, you see, like, one villain loses some type of scroll. Like, gets an ancient scroll for power. One loses it to, like, they have Scarecrow get it first, and then he loses it accidentally to Bane. Then Bane gets it, and then he loses it to Catwoman, who stole it. And then Batman's hunting down all 3 villains, but you don't get to see what he fully looks like. Mm-hmm. And you don't see his powers until the moon rises.
Right.
And it was like, wait a minute, Batman has powers this time. And it was like, man, he's in more of a threat than he was in the modern day because he has actual bats.
Yes. And the animation was absolutely fantastic. The storytelling, for such a short period of time, you could actually get this story, and it was interesting, it was exciting, it was fun, it was suspenseful. And you didn't want it to end. It was that darn good. Mm-hmm. And they didn't make a series out of it. It's like, what?
And a lot of people thought, "Oh, is this coming soon?" Because sometimes like it worked in the style of What a Cartoon or Oh Yeah cartoons, where they would make these little shorts, and then they would kind of be pilots to a potential series, and then when they would finally pick them, they're like, "Okay," and then they get turned into a series. They won't pick them all, but you could see like the origins, like from As a Teenage Robot or Fairly Odd Parents. They were kind of doing the same thing here with What a Cartoon. So this was DC's version of that, and there was all sorts of potential. Anything could have gone for a series. Even if it was just a mini series, they could still turn into something else.
Right.
And unfortunately, they missed a ball with the Shanghai one.
Oh, they sure did. This was one of the most interesting concepts I personally had ever seen. I watched it over and over, and we just kept wishing and hoping there were more. But alas, they didn't give us more. And there's always, of course, a chance that they may go back to it. But it seems like with Hollywood, when they pass on something, they don't tend to go back to it. But this was really a missed opportunity.
Yeah.
A Batman of Shanghai.
Yes, because there's so much you could do here. Absolutely. There was like limitless. How all these villains, not just the three we saw, how would the rest of them look in this setting? Because you see how three villains in Batman look. There were even concepts for a Nightwing of Shanghai and other characters they could throw in, since they've already had Batman Ninja. But unfortunately, it never got off the ground. People are like, why aren't we funding this? Why isn't this a Kickstarter so we can pay for this?
Right. Now, if you want to see a lot of fantastic artwork that has been done, go to, what's the name of the site?
DeviantArt.
Yes, DeviantArt, and type it in, and you will see this incredible artwork, as well as it looks like maybe some of the original artwork that was done by the artists that have been listed on there. And when you see what's there, you're just going to be going, oh my gosh, they didn't make this into a series. Are you serious? And also, we're attaching a card, so you can just click the link and you can watch the 3-minute and 54-second short, Batman of Shanghai. After you watch it, come back to the podcast and let us know what you think in the comments below.
Yes.
Are we just fangirling, or did this show really have potential that was missed and passed on?
Right. So, and now we get to another favorite, but also Mama's other favorite DC Nation short, Wonder Woman.
Again, I remember when you said, Mom, I want you to look at this.
Mom,
At first you said, I said, who is this? And they had this picture of her laying back, leaning in the car, and you said Wonder Woman. I'm like, what? You said DC, none of the DC Nation short. And I remember watching it, and she said it was 3 parts. And it was so exciting. I kept telling everyone, look at this, watch this, look at this, watch this. It was such an exciting, different, fresh take on Wonder Woman. And of course, it wasn't meant to replace the iconic Wonder Woman. It was just like a different spin, a different version, which is always fun. Yeah,
and it's supposed to be, I think they said, a reimagine in the style of Starsky and Hutch, which I have no idea about.
So a 70s vibe, but it's just so greatly animated, so artistically drawn, and all the characters look so cool that you don't even think 70s when you see it. You don't.
Right.
You just think, this is cool.
Yes. And the style of it was just like, oh my gosh, because you see, animated series don't really have the style anymore, except for with the exception of Carmen Sandiego, which kind of brought the style back. This type of artistic choice is one styles I miss from animation that was actually around a lot in the 2000s, like with the X's and other shows that were spiralated. They kind of had the similar theme. So it was great seeing this, and then seeing another show have an entire series based around that art.
And it's the same thing. It's short, 3 parts short, but it was such a great story that you wanted to see more. You saw the potential looking at this. And she's a younger version of Wonder Woman. And you see I'm just going to say the
Amazons.
Villains. Yeah, the Amazons who were villains. And they're really huge, but they're drawn so cool. You're like, okay, this is cool.
Right,
and then Steve Trevor, it's the reverse in here. He's kind of, I don't think he's meant to be powerless, but
he's kind of taken aback by everything.
Right, but the way they've made these women, they're just super strong, super awesome, and he's just happy to let this woman save him. But it's just another missed opportunity. This was a fantastic option to create again an alternate universe or alternate version of Wonder Woman,
Right.
that would have just gone over well with just about anyone. I don't know why on earth anyone would see this short and not love it.
Right.
So again, we're including a card in this so you can watch all 3 parts. After you watch, come back and let us know again. Is Baba just fangirling? Is Rascal just fangirling? Or was this really something that should have been made into a series?
Now, we haven't seen all the shorts because there were so many and some have many parts. Some that we would like to see, like the Thunder and Lightning, the Tokyo,
The
Superman, Dr. Fate, Green Arrow,
Gotham City Imposter.
Yeah, and Farm League, which sounds like pretty hilarious. I call back to those older cartoons like Ren and Stimpy and stuff. So, yeah, we're looking forward to going back to this and seeing the ones that we missed.
Another standout about this particular project, I'm going to call it, is that they had a lot of really big stars voicing, not only voice actor stars, but also live action. And another one I would like to see is the Green Arrow, voiced by Will Friedle.
Oh, yeah, that was
Black
a new
Canary
one.
by Kerry Wallgren. I would love to see that. And the Onobops and Onomatopoeia by Kevin Michael Richardson. So that has to be awesome to see.
Yes. So, if you've seen either of these shorts
or any of the others,
yeah, let us know what you thought of them, or which one were your favorites, whether they aired on TV on Saturdays or you've seen them online. It had me looking around. And if you haven't seen the 2 we've mentioned, like I said, we have cards so you can see the link and go check out these awesome shorts.
And the only one that we know was fully made into a series was the Teen Titan Go DC Nation short.
Right.
And you were telling me how it was a little different from the concept that's there now.
Yeah, it actually followed more of the plot lines of the original. Same voice actor, same animation, but they were done sort of a chibi styled, and they were a little more goofy, but they were still fighting crime, and they kind of answered the questions that like kind of cliffhangers at the end, minus the end of the series. Like, who was Red X? Who was Slade? What was in that case Robin was so desperately trying to get back in that race? There's a lot of fun ones.
Right.
So even if you didn't get a whole episode, you still got a mini conclusion, which was hilarious.
So Warner Brothers, DC, you need to go back to some of these projects and make them real now.
Yeah.
Because the way that many of them are made, they would still work. And if you don't want to do that, then make them available on a DVD to purchase, like a DVD set or a compilation where you have them on 2 discs or even 3 discs. We would buy them all.
Yeah, if they are on DVD, tell us, because we will definitely buy them, because there's so much there and so much potential.
Right. So
that concludes the heroes that should have their own movies, well, series for in this case, podcast. We hope you enjoy each hero that we tell here, both from DC and from Marvel, and a little bit on Cartoon Network side.
And if we've missed any of your favorites that you think should have had a movie ages ago, let us know in the comments below. We'd be interested to see whom some of your favorites are that really stand out and have made an impact on you.
Yes. And thank you so much for watching, and stay tuned for some more superhero fun to come in July for Rascal Entertainment's Superhero Month.
And now Paws On Animation Superhero Month
Yay.
in conjunction.
Yes. So, I'm Rascal Entertainment.
And I'm Mom Entertainment.
Have a fantastic day.
Peace.
And reporters sitting flashing lights, trying to walk around, man, who the hell are you? What you wanna do? Well, man, it's on you. Man, it's on you. In my dreams, she was my queen. A castle in the mountaintops, rivers and streams. Plucking sunlight from the sky in my pocket. Give it to you later on in the form of a locket.